And hello everybody, welcome back to the video. Today we're going to be trying something a little bit different. This is, not my typical content, but I thought it would be fun to try out Worldbox and try some experiments and stuff. I've always enjoyed these sort of videos and I thought it would be fun to try and do one myself. So here we are. We are in a world with the Orc Horde. As you can see, they're kind of, fighting each other and causing problems as orcs kind of do. And back behind this mountain range, we have the zombie horde. And if need be, I'll add in more zombies to, balance it out. We'll see how things go. This is my first time doing anything like this, so, I don't know how it's going to go. But I thought it would be fun to give it a shot and see. So, I think my plan is, as we go along, I'm going to go through and we're going to mostly put, if I put any more zombies in, it'll be back here. But we're going to slowly, drop the mountain range over here to start just kind of slowly letting the hordes face each other. And interestingly enough, right away after opening it, the orcs are rushing in after the zombies. So I might immediately have to just, come in and place some more zombies. We'll see. See how it goes. But yeah, I find it interesting that it started with the orcs attacking the zombies. Okay, this is kind of amusing. The orcs that have been fighting for land due to kind of being a bit constrained back here are now coming in and trying to colonize the zombie horde area. I've already come in and just spawned a bit more zombies just so that hopefully the zombies won't be completely wrecked right off the bat. But yeah, that is funny. This is a bad idea, guys. This is where I spawn the zombies. I'm not so sure this is where y'all want to be settling, but, to each their own. Yeah. Good luck to them. Okay, so it looks like we're finally hitting a point where the zombies and orcs are fighting where I initially intended for the start, which is kind of where the mountain range cuts down a bit, and we're seeing a decent chunk of fighting here. It looks like the zombies are far outweighing the orcs, at least in terms of number here. Orcs are probably tough fighters in this, so I'd assume that from that standpoint, one orc's probably worth more than one zombie, which will play into the orc's hands, especially later on when the zombies are coming out more. Also, I was looking at the tech trees of some of these guys, and okay, swords, spears, weapon production, stuff you'd expect, axes, swords, and then just this civilization, transport boats and docks. I'm not exactly sure what you guys are gonna do with that, especially considering everybody around you's researching weaponry and stuff, and there's not exactly much ocean in the area. Also, there appears to be an interesting strategy from these guys down here. They're incorporating all of their neighbors into their land, so then that way they can kind of form a much larger nation before the zombies are inevitably coming out. Oh yeah, this village is starting to burn. I think it might be time to drop a bit more of the mountain range. Let's make just a small connection through here, and we'll see how that goes. I already got a zombie wandering across. I think we might see a bit of what we saw earlier, where yeah, the orcs are gonna come pouring in. So especially initially, the orcs might gain a foothold here and even start constructing stuff like these guys did, but ultimately it'll probably end up turning out like this. What are all these guys doing? They're just completely swarmed together. They saw one guy and was just yes, we're staying here now. Looks like we're getting to the same sort of deal over here, where they're starting to hit the point where they're fighting more so in the tunnel, kind of in the bottleneck. It looks like the orcs are managing to push them back out, which won't last too long. especially as more zombies appear to be pouring through on the north side. And as this happens, we're gonna see more going in here. I'm also just periodically like spawning in some zombies in here just to make sure that the numbers keep up, because I kind of want the feel of like an overwhelming horde from like the outside world kind of starting to pour down into the previously isolated orcs area. So it only makes sense that more zombies would be like wandering in from off screen. But yeah, no, this is it's actually really interesting to me. I did not expect the orcs to be as tough as they are for this. Like these guys that, you know, also research boats and docks, are doing a really good job of fighting off the zombies. Like it's probably just a matter of I didn't spawn enough in, but still really interesting to me just how this is going. But like with the north falling, like these guys are falling in large numbers. It's also kind of interesting to look at the conflict. Like it's actually surprisingly more in depth than I would have figured, and like each individual unit like has stats and skills and stuff, which is really interesting to me. And you know, X amount of health levels, all really interesting. Yeah, no, Worldbox is really cool. This is fun. Looks like we're about to lose some more land up north. The axe guys are going down. Oh, the easy guys lost another village as the zombies are coming further down. As these guys are falling, it's going to make it much more difficult as more fronts open. These guys have actually grown in size, I think, recently. They have 11 infected, but for the most part, due to the small area they have connected to the zombies up north, they're able to hold off a bit better. But looks like these guys are going to come down and try and overwhelm them. And yeah, these guys are getting all that extra land that popped up, but it doesn't look like it's gonna matter. These guys are starting to get overwhelmed. The zombies are dealing with it. I wonder what it looks like from a village standpoint. Oh yeah, this is it shows a bit better how quickly some of these spots are dropping on the village standpoint, since from an overall standpoint, you know. Are they at war? Wait. They're at war with these guys. What? You have an entire zombie invasion destroying all of your villages in the north, and you're going to war. Maybe I should have turned off wars almost, like, after stuff actually got going. I mean, that makes it interesting, though. I mean, it's part of why you would expect orcs to struggle with this sort of thing in the first place, because they're so warlike and violent. They do have 2,300 people now, though. So they're in a good spot that they could survive this. I just don't think they will. Although, tall easy. Looks like they're going to go. It's nice knowing them. The farmland and stuff, it's getting destroyed. Look at all of this destruction. The funny thing is, the areas that the zombies came from, like some of these areas look more whole and at peace than the areas east where everything's all burned down and everything. 2,700 people, man. They have. We still. I think they might just still stand a chance. This is fascinating, as they're actually managing to fight back despite losing ground up here, absorbing the easy boys to the west. Might just help them. Also, I put a lot more ores and stuff down here in the savannah, since it's like, you know, kind of that more barren land, I guess. I decided to put some more there, so I don't know if that'll help them. But what do they have for tech now? Doesn't look like much improvements anywhere. I mean, they might not have had mining efficiency. Oh, I don't think they had copper before, though. So they can actually utilize the copper for weaponry. That's huge. Can the Bloody Tribe, they're the ones that have put up the toughest fight through all of this. They have a decent chunk of technology. Not enough for combat related things though. I think they would be in such a better spot if they'd focused more on combat technology. But if you look at all the burnings, there's so many zombies so deep in their territory, like right up against their capital. Neuroport has been huge though. Like this city alone, despite having zombies funneling into it constantly, has managed to survive despite dying constantly to just continuously repopulate. Oh, we saw another city fall in the south. We're gonna see more funneling in here. Oh snap. It looks like Neuroport though, despite their valiant stand, looks like this is gonna be it for them. And so the end of civilization is upon us. I didn't expect the rebels in the south to be the last ones surviving over here. Like, I'm not surprised they were the last ones left because they rebelled like right here in the very corner. But the fact that they're going to be the last ones left up in this land. I didn't expect this to be the last area standing, especially since I broke up here first in the wall. But is it? That's the end of civilization. There's only one option left for how to deal with these guys. The option that should have begun it all, the nuclear option. Look at that go. Man, this game, maybe not exactly made to drop that many SAR bombs at once, but there goes the world. That was a fun experiment. I really enjoyed this. This is probably gonna be my first video, like, actually trying to edit in a while, too. Oh, water's flowing in. So, if you guys enjoy, do leave a like, subscribe. It really helps the channel. But yeah, this was a ton of fun. I definitely could see myself doing this again, especially if you guys enjoy. Like, yeah, I haven't had this much fun just, like, playing this sort of sandbox game in quite a while. It's actually surprisingly enjoyable. Lots of fun. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.